Friends, we are very happy to inform you that e-modules are prepared for B.Ed program at Telangana by the School of Education, Osmania University under Pandit Madan Mohan Malaviya National Mission on Teachers and Teaching Scheme MHRD New Delhi. It's indeed our pleasure to share with the teacher educators and the prospective teachers and get maximum benefit out of it. It's a first of its attempt by us. We continue to add many more such lessons to share with you all.
Hello friends, and welcome to today's series. The content of today's session is prepared and submitted by Mrs. Atiya Fatima, Assistant Professor, Islamia College of Education. I am KhaiserBanu, working as Assistant Professor at Princess Dure Shehwar College of Education for Women, Hyderabad. Let us start today's topic. Curriculum Development Part 4th speaks about syllabus, designing and textbook development process. Now let us see the learning objectives of the topic. By the end of this topic, the student teachers will be able to learn about different types of English language syllabi. Student teachers will get familiar with the textbook development process. Student teachers will be able to learn what are the requirements for designing syllabus, and they should also get familiar with syllabus designing framework. Now, what actually is syllabus designing and how is the process involved? Let us look into this. A syllabus refers to the content of what is to be taught in a subject and the knowledge, skills and attitudes which are to be fostered in a child together with state specific objectives, the source of work related to education. So, syllabus deals with the content of what is to be taught in a subject and the skills, knowledge, attitude which has to be fostered in a child. Okay, this works together. How should the knowledge, skills and attitude are fostered in a child together with a state specific objective is the source of work related to education. Now, Hutchinson and Waters in the year 1987 to 80 defines syllabus as, at its simplest level, a syllabus can be described as a statement of what is to be learnt. It reflects language and linguistic performance. A language teaching syllabus involves the combination of the subject, that is the matter to teach, and the linguistic matter, how to teach. Okay, so language teaching syllabus involves two things: what to teach and how to teach. It actually serves as a guide for both teacher and the learners by providing some goals to be accomplished. Syllabus in fact deals with linguistic theories and theories of language learning and how they are utilized in the classrooms. A syllabus has been compared to a blueprint. It is a plan which the teacher converts into reality of classroom interaction. Now, coming to syllabus designing framework, according to Notional 1988, syllabus design is to select and to organize teaching materials. That is selection and gradation of the content. The concept has led the writers more serious efforts to introduce a model of syllabus designs which is developed by several systematic procedures ranging from conducting a need analysis, preparing teaching learning material, stepping up stages of variation to improve the effectiveness, implementing the syllabus design and its developed teaching materials. Now, the syllabus designing framework has all this in it, that is the needs, okay. It is in 3 phases. Syllabus designing framework will takes place in 3 phases. The first phase is preliminary phase, which caters to the needs analysis, that is linguistic needs, participants needs and learners needs. Second phase is the phase of development, that is the development phase, which has the course aims and objectives. Under this you are supposed to deal with the selection of syllabus content, design syllabus and develop teaching learning material. The third phase, that is the review phase, has teach the material, okay, to the and the reaction of the students. So, students reaction, evaluation and teachers perception will fall into review phase, okay. The evaluation will leads to pre and post test. Evaluation can be before you begin the evaluation you administer the test, after giving them the exposure to the teaching, and then post evaluation this can happen, okay. So, syllabus design framework has 3 phases, that is preliminary phase, development phase and review phase. So, it mainly deals with the learners needs, participants needs, linguistic needs, the course aims and objectives, which has in it the select syllabus content, design syllabus and development or to develop teaching learning material. It all in the review phase we have spoken about the students reaction, evaluation and teachers perception. Now, what are the different types of syllabus? So, different types of language syllabi are of 2 types, mainly broadly classified into 2 types. So, that is product oriented syllabus and process oriented syllabus. Under product oriented syllabus, we have grammatical syllabus, situational syllabus, notional, functional syllabus. I shall go in detail of all this, okay. Now, process oriented syllabus, you have 4 types and I will list them: task based syllabus, skill based syllabus, content based syllabus, communicative syllabus, okay. Now, we have different syllabus of language you are pretty much aware of, that is the types of language syllabi is of 2 types. Product oriented syllabus, we have grammatical syllabus, situational syllabus, notional, functional syllabus. And process oriented syllabus, you have task based syllabus, skill based syllabus, content based syllabus, communicative based syllabus. So, when we speak about these 2 broad categories of product oriented syllabus and process oriented syllabus, in order to attain the product, so as a English students and teacher, we should be well versed with the grammatical, we should be aware with the grammatical awareness, when you are using the language. So, situational syllabus and notional functional, based on your functions, how are you using the language, and process oriented syllabus, what process you involve in order to attain it. So, it can be a task based, skill based or content based, in order to attain that you can follow a task based syllabus, skill based syllabus, content based syllabus or communicative syllabus. Now, what do we mean by grammatical syllabus? It is one in which the concepts of language teaching is a collection of forms and structures, usually grammatical, of the language being taught. So, basically in grammatical syllabus you will look into the various grammatical aspects. The examples of structure includes here is nouns, verbs, adjective, all parts of speech. You have various types of sentences, various types of questions, tenses, all associated grammatical knowledge comes into grammatical syllabus. Situational syllabus. The primary purpose of situational language teaching syllabus is to teach the language that occurs in the situation. So, there are various situations, various walks of life you need language to communicate and to make your work done. So, you utilize language. So, based on the situations you use language, and that is situational syllabus. Sometimes the situation are purposefully relevant to the present or future needs of the language learners, preparing them to use the new languages in the kind of situation that make up the syllabus. So, this is about situational syllabus. Situational syllabus helps the learner to use the language in the varied situation they encountered with. For example, they see to a dentist complaining to the landlord, about any domestic issues, buying a book at the bookstore, meeting a student, asking directions in a new town, and so on. These are some of the situations which I have listed, and the learner is able to communicate in these situations, then it is situational syllabus. Notional functional syllabus. It is one in which the content of the language teaching is the collection of functions that are performed when the language is used, or of the notions that language is to express. So, here there are various functions a language does. Okay. So, some of the examples here includes in this type of syllabus is informing, agreeing, apologizing, requesting, promising, and so on. Examples of notion includes size, age, color, comparison, time, and so on. So, we have learnt about the three types of process oriented syllabus. Okay. Now, product oriented syllabus. I have listed the three product oriented syllabus, that is grammatical syllabus, situational syllabus, notional functional syllabus were the three types which fall into product oriented syllabus. As the first type of process oriented syllabus is task based syllabus. In a task based situation, the content of the teaching in a series of complex and purposeful tasks that the students want or need to perform with the language they are learning. The tasks are defined as activities with a purpose other than language learning, but as in a content based syllabus, the performance of the task is approached in a way that is intended to develop second language or foreign language ability. For example, you can have a mock interview, okay, applying for a post, talking with a social worker, getting housing information over telephone, completing bureaucratic forms, etc. So, task based syllabus is very much done in the four walls of the classroom, where the teacher assigns a task to the student. The task can be anything which I have listed, that is applying for a job, talking with a social worker, getting household information over the phone. The student will be able to use language here, and thus being independent, thus we are preparing him to be an independent user of language. The second type is skill based syllabus. So, skill based syllabus group linguistic competencies, that is pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar, social linguistic and discourse together into generalized type of behavior, such as listening to spoken languages for the main idea, writing well formed paragraph, giving effective oral presentation, taking language test, reading tests for main ideas or supporting details, and so on. The primary purpose of skill based instruction is to learn a specific language skill. So, skill based syllabus is that English is a language, English is a skill language, It caters to listening, speaking, reading, writing, the four very important, very vital skills, So, recent studies have proven that listening, takes the share of 45%, speaking has 30%, reading, takes 16% and writing takes 9%. It is not that all the four vital skills of English shares equal share. Okay. So, I have told the percentages. Now, when comes to skill based syllabus, here skill based involves from grammatical awareness to your diction, your pronunciation, the way you are delivering, your tempo, your flow of words, your intonation, it has all these aspects. The primary purpose of skill based instruction is to learn a specific language skill. Now, coming to the third type, that is content based syllabus. Content based syllabus teaching is concerned with information, while task based language teaching is concerned with communicative and cognitive processes. Content based language teaching is concerned with information, while task based language teaching is concerned with communicative and cognitive process. So, task based makes you enhance your communicative and cognitive processes, while content based language teaching is more concerned with the information, the topic you are teaching, the content you are preparing for, what to teach, how to teach, and how best to teach. An example of content based language teaching is a science class taught in the language that the students need or want to learn, probably with linguistic adjustment to make the science more comprehensive. That is, using the concepts of science, explaining it using language. Okay, that is what content based, not necessarily the content is of English, the content can be of any subject. Okay, you are using English to explain the content. So, content based syllabus speaks about it. So, I will repeat the example. An example of content based language teaching, for instance, if we take science class, okay, taught in the language that the student need or want to learn, probably with linguistic, So, it is like the integration of science with English. Communicative syllabus, a syllabus which focuses on learning the language to perform certain functions in the language, such as asking for and giving information, apologizing, etc. Communicative syllabus is required and it is used by almost every one of us. In our day-to-day conversation, we communicate. So English, the language of English is helping us to communicate with the day-to-day conversation. So you might require language to seek information, to argue, to discuss, to apologize, So the main purpose of communicative syllabus is to make the learner communicatively competent. Such a syllabus may subsume within it a notional approach, but not in a common approach. It is common to find it combined with a situational syllabus. So situational syllabus and communicative syllabus is quite relating to each other. However, educationalists believe that no syllabus is better than the other if it serves the purpose of what it is designed for. The integrated syllabus, namely using chunks of the syllabi type in our teaching, which will help students to learn better structures, notions and functions more communicatively. According to them, students needs analysis should be conducted before applying any syllabus. So, what is the need of the student? What age are we catering to? What are their interest is in? So, we need to take into all these considerations. It would be essential that no syllabus should be imposed on individual teachers as well as nothing has to be imposed on individual teachers, and the teacher himself can design his syllabus based on the students' needs and the course requirement. So, this is rightly said, because the teacher is going to deal with the students. Teacher can alter and tailor-made the syllabus. There shouldn't be any rigidity or flexibility of letting the teacher to follow a strict pattern. Teacher should be given freedom to go with the interest of the students she is catering to. Thus, a textbook is a potent tool in the hands of an English teacher to teach the language. The more planned the textbook, the easier is the task of the teacher in making the students learn the language. Since the textbook is a potent tool in the hands of the teacher, it must match the mental age of the learners. The needs and the interest of the pupil should also be taken into consideration while developing the material for the textbook. Lessons in the textbook should be linked with the prior experience of the learner, on the basis of which the learner constructs knowledge. Before we start the class, we check their previous knowledge of the student. This also lets you to have a better rapport with the students. Since vocabulary, structures, sufficient exercises for practice, innovative activities and appealing illustrations are the basic concepts of a textbook. Simple language and the style of presentation always matters a lot, and it brings in change. This topic is very much helpful for the student teacher to implement the learning in their classrooms. In order to this will also train them to exercise their content based syllabus, task based syllabus, grammatical syllabus. The student can have the eclectic approach in her teaching to the students, by going into depths of all the topics which is covered today. I hope your knowledge pertaining to the topic discussed is clear. Thank you.